All right, how's it going, guys? Here are going to be the notes that we are taking for the second time today, but it's a different set. They are going to go on page 38, and they are writing equations from points and slopes. Now, what you guys haven't seen is this is my third take because I screwed up the first two. So, without further ado, here we go. As always, here's your goal. Whoops. There we go. Here's your goal. We're going to be able to find the equation of a line with only the slope and a point. Okay, we already know, like it says here, how to write an equation that has a slope and a y-intercept. We use y equals mx plus b. Okay, how do we know which one's m? How do we know which one's b? Well, remember, for m, there will be words like per, each, okay, every. When you see those words, that means that that number goes with m, okay, which we should know because we've talked about a bunch. Okay, and then with B, you'll see words like start or initial, okay, or fee. Those are some of the words you'll see for that. Okay, when you see those, that means your B. That's your starting point, so that's what you wrote. Okay, easy enough. Now though, what if we had a thing that looks like this? Okay, first of all, don't worry about that part. Okay, find the equation. But look, we've given you a point, and we've given you a slope. How would you find that equation? Well, let's take a look. It's really easy. We use this thing called point-slope form. Here's the equation for point-slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1. Okay? Now, when you look at it, this, okay, it comes from the point that they gave you. So does the x1 right there. The m, obviously, is your slope. Okay? Now, what we'll do then, if you look back, it said -3, 7, and the slope was -2/3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this whole equation right here. Okay? Actually, you know what? Let's leave it like that. Now let's pick a different color. Pick green. So I have y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay? Now what I'm going to do, very, very simple. Okay? I'm just going to take this point that I have here, and I'm going to substitute it in for the x and the y, and I'm going to take my slope, and I'm going to substitute it in for the m. Now, if you look, though, I would set it up here. You have to be careful of the negative signs. If you look up here, or if you look in the equation, it says minuses. Okay? What that means is any negative points are actually going to say plus instead. So here's how it's going to look. It's going to say, let me change color again for you. It's going to say y. Okay, now I say minus the y value, which is 7, equals m. Well, if we look, m was -2/3. So I'll say -2/3 parentheses x. Okay, now it says minus, but then if we look back at the problem, we see that x is a -3. So I will say minus -3. Okay, now we all remember negative, these two negatives right here. Let me pick a different color for you. These two negatives right here actually are going to create a positive. Okay, remember, minus and negative. So really, it's going to be y minus 7 equals -2/3 times the quantity x plus 3. And there's my equation. Okay, pretty easy, right? But again, notice, look, this 7 up here, that was a positive, but here it becomes negative. This 3 was a negative, but down here in the equation, it becomes a positive. Okay? The signs end up changing when you put it in this point slope form. Okay? Let's look at a couple examples. Very, very easy. Okay, first one here. We're going to find the equation. So here's our first one. So I have y, I have y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. So when I rewrite it, it's going to be y minus y1, and if I look, my y1 is 7, so it'll be minus 7 equals, if we look again, we'll see that my m is 2/3, so it'll be 2/3 times x. Okay, I want to say minus, okay, minus, but then again, look, my x is -2, so it's going to be minus -2, which then becomes a plus. So my real answer is y minus 7 equals 2/3 times the quantity x plus 2. That is my equation. Really easy, isn't it? Let's look at the next one. Write the equation again. So y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1. So here we go. Y, now this is a -1, so I'm going to say plus 1, equals -5/4 times the quantity x. This is just a regular old 6, so I'm going to say minus 6. There's my equation. Okay, and the last one, you pause it really quick, do it on your own, but I'm just going to write the answer down. It's going to be y minus 125 equals m times the quantity, not m, x, oh shoot, I messed up, -18 times the quantity x minus 86. Okay, now my bonus question to you guys would be, what is this equation right here written in slope-intercept? So what is it if we turned it into y equals mx plus b? Okay, that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow as well. Okay, now for one extra piece and then we're going to be done. Okay, what I want you to do is looking at this, let's go back. Looking at this, what is the slope? What is a point? Well, that's easy. The m is just going to be this right here. So m in this case is 2/3. Now we look at the point. Okay? The x is right here, but remember when we use the point, it's going to be the opposite symbol. This says plus 2, which means we're going to write minus 2 for our point. This says minus 4, so it's going to be a positive 4. The next one, m equals, you guessed it, 1/2. The point that it goes through, that says minus 3, so it's going to be positive 3. That says minus 3, it's also positive 3. So the point is 3, 3. Okay, I want you to try and pause it really quick, do this next one on your own, and then press play for my answer. Okay, the answer is m equals 1/4, and the point is going to be -2, -5. Okay, and I just realized that this one right here is wrong. So if you can correct it and tell me why it's wrong, I will give you some extra credit tomorrow. See you then, guys. Bye.